Okay, so I've got Jaden for question 4. I'm just going to write this down. We're going to find our other volunteers before we jump there. Okay. Who else was here nice and early? Okay, so I know, Griffin, you've been doing factorizing in class, which means you should be comfortable with these. So which one do you feel like you can answer for us when we go through
them? 3.
3. Okay, so we've got 3 is taken and 4 is taken. Offense, which one would you like to answer?
May I please do number 2?
You can do number 2. Okay.
Thank you.
So I just need a volunteer for question 1. Who's feeling good about question 1? Have we got any happy faces? Good news is literally hiding from me, from the camera. He's trying to get away from me. I can see you, Good news. I can see you sneaking away from me. Okay. Tansley, how do you feel about question 1? No? Just shaking that head. Okay. Let's see if we can find ourselves someone who's feeling good with it. Kensani, how do you feel about question 1?
Solving question 1.
How about this though? How about if we work through it together?
Okay.
Oh, I see an answer. Oh, okay. Who stuck their hand up? Was that Waden? Yes? No? It's not going onto your thing. Ah, I've lost you. No, Waden, where did you go? Okay, but who stuck their hand up for question 1? Did someone else try and offer to answer? Good news, was it you? Okay, so good news, you're going to do question 1 for us. Okay, I'm going to turn off my camera and I'm going to turn my screen around so I can write, and then we have got our 4 volunteers to go through these questions. So let's go. All right, good news. Let's chat. Number 1, what am I going to do when I'm wanting to factorize this? Good news, I think you might be on mute. There we go. Okay. So what is my common factor? What can go into both 3 and 6?
3.
Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to take that out. And then what would I be left with inside my bracket?
X.
And then? So when I multiply those two, yes, minus, yes. How am I going to get to 6? What do I have to multiply 3 by to get to 6? 2. Okay. So when we're taking out a common factor, when we re-multiply it in, we say, well, 3 times x gives us 3x, and 3 times -2 gives us -6. Nice job. Good. Well done. Good news. Okay. Question 2. That's a fancy. Can you please talk us through that? What's going to be my highest common factor?
For my answer, I got 2x out of the bracket, and then inside of the bracket, it was y plus 2.
Yay! Beautiful. Okay, so when we multiplied that in, 2x times y gives me 2xy, and 2x times 2 gives me 4x. Great. Okay, so these were both highest common factor questions, which is what we did in our first 2 lessons. Now, the next 2 were ones we did in our last lesson. So question 3, that's you, Griffin. Can you talk us through that?
I wasn't here last time, but I did difference of squares.
Beautiful. That is what you should have done. So what was your answer?
X minus 3, x plus 3.
Wonderful. Well done.
Yeah, on different brackets here.
Yeah, that's perfect. Good. Okay, and number 4, that is Jaden. Can you talk us through number 4?
I did difference of 2 squares as well.
Good.
I got 2x plus y, 2x minus y.
Excellent. Okay, can I just see with the sign of some emojis how these 4 questions went for people. So like if you got sort of 3 or 4, you can give me a thumbs up. If you didn't get any, you can give me a thumbs down, just to get an idea of where you guys are at. Okay, good. Some partying. Ooh, nice. Okay, well then today's lesson might be good. Let's see how these go. So the whole point of today's lesson is we want to combine these two ideas into one question. So we're going to have a look at this, and I'm going to talk you through this one, and then I'm going to give you one that I want you to look at yourself. Whenever we factorize, and this is true for any type of factorizing, all the way up to matric, when you have to factorize, the first thing we have to look for is there a highest common factor? And if there is a highest common factor, we have to take it out. So that's always the first thing we do with factorizing. It's like our first sort of stop point. So if I'm looking at this question, I can say, well, 2 can go into 8 and 2 can go into 2. So there is a highest common factor. So if I take out 2, I would be left with 4a squared, because 2 times 4 gives me 8 and my a squared. And then 2 times what would give me -2? -1. Okay, so the first thing I did over here was I took out my highest common factor. Now I have to look in the bracket and think, is there something else I can do? So can I do dots, our difference of 2 squares? And if we can do dots, we would have to have a difference, so a minus sign, which we do have. We have to have 2 terms, 1, 2, which we have, and they have to be square numbers. 4 is a square number, a squared is squared, and 1 is a square number. So we can do difference of 2 squares here. So then I'm going to keep this 2 as that outside number on the bracket, and I'm going to do difference of 2 squares with this bracket. So I'm going to have my plus and my minus, 2a and 2a, and then 1 and 1. And that's what our final answer would be. So this whole question would actually be worth about 3 marks, because you would get 2 marks there and then 1 mark for your final step. So you have to do more than just one step. We have to now start looking at this bracket and think, is there something more I can do? Okay, so this one is very similar to the one we've just done. I'd like you all to give B a try, and then let's see if someone feels brave enough to try and answer it for us. Try to keep some of this up here so you've got it as a guide. There we go.
Ma'am, I think I got the answer.
Do you think you can answer it for me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm very excited. Okay, talk me through what your answer was.
I first got the highest common factor, which was 2.
Good. Okay, so we're going to take that out. And then what would be inside my bracket?
9x to the power of 2
Yeah.
minus 1.
Beautiful. You took out your highest common factor, and that was absolutely excellent. Okay, what can you do next?
And then I put that 2 back again. I don't do
Good.
anything to it. And then in the bracket, it's going to be 3x plus 1.
And then?
And then 3x minus 1.
Akabonga, that was so good. Well done. That was really, really good. Okay, so you did highest common factor first, and then you did difference of 2 squares. That was excellent. Really good. Okay, so C, there's a trap in C. So I want you to give C a try, and I don't want you to fall for my trap, but I do want you to see if you can get it right. So let's, I've said C too many times now. I wanted to say let's see, but I feel like I'm saying C a lot. Okay. So try this question. Don't fall for the trap. Oh.
Ma'am, I think I've got the answer.
Okay. Can you give me 1 more minute so we can wait for the others to try and get there too?
Okay.
Awesome. So Fenty, as soon as I'm ready, I'm going to call on you, okay? Okay, Fenty, talk me through.
I got a square plus 1 and then a square minus 1.
Okay, that's the first step.
That's all I got.
Oh, you see, you fell for my trap. You went into it. Did someone manage to see that there was a step further than this?
Yes.
Okay, talk me through it, Griffin. What did you see?
After you have like a squared minus 1 and a squared plus 1, you can like go further with the a squared minus 1.
Yes, this is also a difference of 2 squares. Well done. Okay, so what was your final answer?
A plus 1, then a minus 1, and then a squared plus 1.
Okay, so I'm just going to write it in a slightly different order because mine was written different to yours, but that is perfect. Okay, can you explain to me, Griffin, why this one was not difference of 2 squares?
Because there's a plus instead of a minus.
Good, because of this plus sign. Nice. Well done. Okay, excellent. Let's try some more. Okay, let's first chat about D. At the moment, D looks like something I couldn't do, but what can I do to D to make it something nicer for me to work with? Who can see?
Ma'am, can you like switch the things around?
Beautiful. I'm just going to switch those around. So I'm going to write my x squared in the front, and then I'm going to write my minus 9. And then you can go your way from there. So I want you guys to give D a try, and then I want you to give E a try. We're going to see how those go. Try and figure out who I can pick on for these 2 questions. I'm definitely going to pick on Tansley for one of them because she managed to escape my grip in the first 4 questions. So Tansley, I'm picking on you for D. And now I need to find someone I can pick on for E. I think I'm going to pick on Waden. Do you feel okay to be picked on for E?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. Okay. So I'm just going to give you guys a little bit more time to finish these, and then we're going to go through them. Okay, Tansley. Talk me through what you think we can do for D.
Two sets of brackets,
Beautiful.
and then you say x plus 3,
Yeah.
and then x minus 3.
Well done. Excellent. Okay. So that was the nice difference of two squares question. The only thing that we had to think of in the beginning is that we had to switch those around. Okay. All right. Waden, E, it's all yours. Talk me through how you started it.
Ma'am, just give me a second, please.
Oh, yes. Take all the time you need. You just start talking when you're ready. Okay.
Ma'am, I got the answer.
Okay. Let's chat.
Ma'am, 2xy bracket 100 minus x to the power of 2.
Beautiful. Is that my only thing I can do? So you took out a highest common factor, which was really good. Can I do anything more?
I'm not sure.
So then we're going to think, so highest common factor, yes. Is it difference of two squares? Let's think. There's a different sign. There's two
Ma'am?
terms, and they are all squares. So we can definitely do difference of two squares.
Ma'am, just give me 1 minute.
Yes, you take all the time you need.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, 2xy open bracket 50 minus x.
50 times 50 is going to give us a hell of a big number. What number times itself will give me 100?
Um 25. No.
No. Have you got your calculator nearby?
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you chuck that 100 in your square root sign?
X plus 10.
There we go. So 10 plus
ma'am, only keep
x. Yeah. Sorry.
close bracket open bracket
Yeah.
2 plus x.
10 minus x. Yeah.
Oh,
So it's just because this 10 times this 10, that's going to give me my 100.
thank you, ma'am.
So no, it's no problem. As a hint to anyone who's struggling with the square numbers, if you have your calculators nearby, if you use your square root sign, and you want to find, that will tell you what these numbers are. So like here, if I put in the square root of 100, I would get my answers. Ooh, hello board. My answer would be 10. And so I know then that's going to be that 10 and that's going to be that 10. Like if I had the square root of 25, I know my answer is going to be 5. So that would help us. So if you have your calculators, you're welcome to use them to help you with these questions. Okay, next two questions are up on the board. Well done for everyone who answered those. They're getting tougher as we're going. So I'm really proud of you for engaging. It's great. All right, let's give F and G a try. What lacho? How do you feel about these questions? I'm seeing shock on your face that I'm calling your name, but that is okay. Do you feel like sort of confident enough to give one a try or not so much? You can just shake your head. That's okay. Don't stress. Good news. Are you, how are you feeling with this? Shaking head or positive? Canva. Are we feeling good or are we feeling bad? The shaking of our head. Yeah, because they're getting hard now. I know. Tansley, are you unmiking because you can answer a question?
Yes.
Yes, I'm excited. Which one do you want to go with?
Yes.
Okay, let's try F. Okay.
Two brackets, two sets of brackets.
Oh, you know what? You fell for my trap, Tansley. What you've done is good. You did difference of two squares. But when we factorize, what is the first thing we have to do? We have to look for a highest common factor.
Ma'am,
Yep.
can you please try? So is it correct if I said 5A?
You've also taken out you. So, okay. So you, I think you did the same thing as Tansley. I think you did this. Is that what you did?
No.
No. Okay. So wait, let me just talk about this first. So this is what Tansy did. She's done difference of two squares. The problem with this is that there's still common factors in my brackets. So that's why we can't do that step just yet. Okay, but I'm interested to hear what you did, Nokubonga. Go ahead.
So I want to say 5A
Okay.
minus bracket 10 minus A and bracket 10 plus A.
Okay, so you were actually on a good track because you saw you had to take out a common factor, but we didn't take out the right common factor. But you did something good, so that's good. So let's have a look at this. If I have a look at these two terms, the highest number that can go into both of those is actually 25. So I'm going to take out 25 as a common factor, and I'm going to be left with a squared minus 4. And then I can do difference of two squares. So I would have 25, a plus 2, a minus 2. They're getting tough, hey? I know, guys. This is what happens in maths.
Can I try G?
Yes, please do. I'm excited.
Take out the highest common factor of X, and then
Good.
open two sets of brackets. 3xy minus 4, close brackets, 3xy plus 4.
Okay, so can we do that in steps? If I take out x as my highest common factor, what would I be left with here? So what would be in this bracket? So 9y squared. Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay, because if I multiply those, I need to get this. And then I would have minus 16. So your 3 is really good, and the 4 that was coming in was good, but we have to show all of our steps of working. And then from here, we can do our difference of squares. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to give you one last question, sort of like our exit question, but it's just going to be one. And it's going to be on the same sort of things that we've been doing. And I want everyone to try and give this a try. And we're going to sort of see how this goes. So let's do 10x squared minus 100y squared. Okay, I'd like everyone to give that question a try for me.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah.
Could you go up to F so I could write down the example?
Yes, absolutely. Can you see it there?
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Oh, there we go. Does someone feel brave?
Can I answer?
Yes, please do.
10, then you open brackets, x squared minus 10, y x squared, and you close brackets.
Good. And then what else can I do? So that took up my highest common factor.
No.
One more step. Can someone help out? What's my second step here?
I think I have the answer.
Okay, tell me what my second step would be.
10 bracket x plus 10y bracket and then x minus 10y.
Oh my goodness, guys, I gave you a question where you couldn't because 10 isn't a square number. So you are absolutely right. That is where we would have to, that's where we would have to end because 10 is not square. I gave you a question that couldn't go further because I was being silly. But so that's perfect. If, however, it had been, let's say I had done what I should have done and we had left with an answer like this, then offense said what you would have done was perfect. So we would have had x plus 10y, x minus 10y. So I was just being silly. That's our final answer there. Okay. Nice job, guys. You did really good work today. This was hard stuff. Can we get an idea of how you're feeling with this? Remember, don't feel bad to like have a low number if you really are not feeling good with this work. Can we just get a number on a scale of 1 to 10? So like 1 is I really don't know what's going on, and 10 is I understand what's going on. Like 5 is I sort of understand what's going on. Just write it in the comment section, like a number of where you're at the moment. Just so I know how I can sort of start the lesson tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, next week. Okay, Kinsone, that's okay. We can sort this out. Cool. Okay, so some people are feeling okay and some people are not feeling great. Just keep putting your numbers in the chat, guys, just so we can get as many numbers as possible. And otherwise, I'm really proud of you. These were some really tough questions. You've done good work. And we're going to start trinomials soon, which I think, Jaden, that was something that you didn't like at school. Is that right? Well, if I got the wrong, I am right. Oh, yay, memory for me. Okay, so we will start those soon. And so, but we need to make sure these are fine first. Great. I am going to hand over to Tula.
Hi everyone. Sorry about that little glitch there. So as most of you know, my name is Tula. I'm a mentor with Watobi Maths. And as always, I just want to present something to you guys. But just before that, I want to just to get a feel of the room on how you guys find the lesson. Just by show off, I guess, using the emojis on the using the emojis that you have there. I want to see how many of you guys sort of found the lesson. Actually, let's just use the chat to write numbers once again. How many of you guys in general about the lessons are just feeling great? 10, so use a scale of 1 to 10. 10 is, these are amazing, I'm always following, it's always good. 1 is, I never know what's going on, I'm confused, what is all this? So just get your numbers in there. I see someone used like the 5 emoji. Is that a 5? Is that a fancy way to say your rating is 5? 9.5. Okay, we have some good numbers. Awesome. Keep them coming, guys. I really like this. We'll check them out. And it really gives us a way, and even Miss G, just a way to know how to structure these lessons. Speaking of Miss G, can you guys just clap your hands on the emojis just to say thank you to Miss G for all the patience and just constantly being amazing. Thank you so much, Ms. G. I appreciate you. Just constantly being awesome.
Thanks, guys.
So I'm just gonna share something, and like today, it's really going to be short. I'll be done in a minute, I promise. Just 1 second. Should be sharing sometime today. Okay. Awesome. Can you guys see my screen? Cool. So as you guys know, we are doing factorizing still. And just once again, I want to say congratulations for still being here. I think it's important to keep congratulating you guys, especially for those of you who've just been constant. Some of you have been here since the beginning and you doing exercises, and we really hope that reflects on your marks at school and it reflects on your understanding in your class. And yeah, please let us know. I mean, just go to the chat on Watobi, and if you're feeling good about these lessons, and just maybe sometimes type there like, hey, thanks for the lessons. I'm feeling good. If there's a good story, maybe you're writing an assignment and some information you got from these live lessons have helped you out, just let us know. We always love such stories, so don't be shy to do so. And remember that we have our next lesson on Tuesday. So that's the June 22nd on trinomials. So yeah, and then we'll be having lessons again the following Thursday, and then June 29th, and then the 1st. So I would really suggest that you make sure you have these dates down, just so you never forget. Just so you, I mean, we also keep reminding you on the day, but just so you keep the schedule for yourself, that really would be awesome. Um, and then we have so the homework that you have so that you come prepared, I guess, for the next lesson. As most of you know, you go to the Watobi app lessons, you pick a topic, you click on algebraic expressions, and then after that it should show these algebraic expressions, and then just do the factorized quadratics. Just do the examples. So just do all this and do the quiz. And yeah, make sure if you have any trouble, as always, be sure to let the tutor know via the chat option on the Watobi app. So yeah, that's it from us, and then we'll do the next leadership board. I know a lot of you are like, "Where's the leadership board?" We'll do that. We'll do that on Tuesday, and then just moving forward, we'll be doing that on Tuesdays, because I guess the time between Tuesday and Thursday isn't long enough for like a lot of people to get their activities going. So we'll be doing that weekly. So be sure to do a lot of exercises, and just yeah, we'll be giving a shout out to you next week. So yeah, unless anyone has any question, and or unless maybe Miss G has something to add, I think we should be done and we can start letting you guys go. So yeah, enjoy your weekend, guys.
Hi, guys.
You've been awesome. Bye.